it. But anyway, what you're looking at here, this is our Amazon scrap projection screen. I actually did this in a batch number demonstration. Hold on, let me get my stand up a little bit more. It's locked, but it's not giving me what I want. There we go. That's better. So anyway, yeah, this is a screen we built out of scraps of cardboard, my Amazon shipping boxes when they came in. And this right here is coated with our Black Series edition, our dedicated Black Series CINEMAX. And guess what? We got the Chrissy out of the storage unit, the 720p. That's what I picked up. We were using a 1080p at first, when we first started off, but we're now back to the 720p. There we go. We got her out. Couldn't find Old Faithful. She was in there somewhere, but I'm going to buy me another one of her. I'm going to get me another one. So that's my LW401 Christie projector. Price tag, that projector I paid for, $270. That's it. That's all I paid for it. And this is the image I'm getting of our amazing technology, which we have over here. That's the paint we painted on yesterday. There's our batch numbers backing our products at 100%. And this is one of the demonstrations that was used, actually screen used in the batch number demonstration. Again, as I said before, we are the only screen paints that have a batch number that can back our products, and the only screen paints that are tested. The customers know exactly what they're buying. And it's one of the things that protect our company, because again, we make our products in a 5-gallon container. We make sure the products have been tested before we sell them. And we also make sure the products are tested before we ship them out. Now look how amazing that looks right there. Batch number backs up everything. It is a guarantee that a company can give at the end of the day that their products actually work. Things you have to do when you're selling, especially screen paint products, because as I said before, you can get anything in a container. You could be getting gray paint and don't even know it. How would you know if the product's not tested? And if the product's not tested, how can they batch number test it? They can't batch number test it because they don't even know how that's going to turn out. Could you imagine in that demonstration where the fellow who matched the network grade 773, can you imagine if he did that demonstration on a batch number and it matched? That would have been horrible. There's our black surface right there, showing you our product does not match any black surface whatsoever. Something we have to back up in our demonstrations quite a lot. And this screen is made by using strips of cardboard. See if I can find the page. I got my charger in right now, so that's why I'm on a bit of a slant, because we got the charger in. So that black surface you're seeing right there, that's my t-shirt right there. That shows you black fabrics, films, whatever you name it, laid against that screen doesn't match. Now, question is, like I said, I've seen gray sheets match gray house paints. How many tests have that been done? We've done dozens of these. How many tests have been done? They won't do a lot of them because, again, like I said, they'll end up matching the screen. How many house paints match gray paints at the end of the day? Pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, mostly all of them. And again, we're only at 720p on our scrap screen. screen that I made out of Amazon shipping boxes. Show you how amazing our technology looks. Our technology can generate a 100% infinity contrast level. Grays and white screens don't read it, can't even pick it up. Let's see where we want to go at. As you can see, you need 100% contrast to pick that up. And that right there, my friend, is our Christie 720p projector. My price tag was 270 bucks. That's it. My screen is made out of scraps of Amazon shipping boxes. That's it. And that screen right there can do more than any other screen I've seen on the market so far. Sorry about the environment. For those of you who don't know, I'm working on my tiny living quarters. That's what I'm doing right now. That's the adventure that I took on. We're doing something called Simple Life. Any black levels you're seeing are all 100%. No faded grays or no shades of gray. 100% contrast. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to get some gray makers out there, some gray screen makers. We could do the same thing. Don't forget your contrast levels. Y'all have a habit of forgetting those contrast levels, and your environments are way too dark. Stick it in a 40-lit environment. Don't forget the star field. Y'all always forget the star field. I don't know why y'all constantly miss that demonstration. We do snow field, star field, color, everything. My scrap projection screen right here can do more than most screens right now on YouTube. Now, I hate to say this at the end of the day, but the fellow who basically tried to scam against my company, not that person, but the customer that we had, lost his claim today. You know why he lost his claim? Because our products are back. We have batch numbers attached to everything. It's coming out of a 5-gallon container. As I try to explain to people at the end of the day, he did a better job. He just sent it back to us. That way we knew it was going to pass anyway. So if we get a chance to talk to the guy and he says, okay, look, here's the honest thing. I'll be honest with you. The black levels, I'm not into it. All right, no problem. We got a gunmetal technology. We can send that right over to you for free. Literally, could have had it set up, but no, he decided to basically go in and file this claim against my company that wasn't even necessary. We're going to win the claim. Because our products are tested. We have batch numbers attached to everything. We have test demonstrations on our products before they were shipped out on everything. That's why we won our claim. If your products are not backed up, you will lose your claim every single time. This is the reason why the other fellow who filed a claim against my company, after we sold him the product, he still lost. And he lost every single claim after that, due to the fact he can't back his stuff. You got to be able to back everything. And number one, you should be backing your stuff. You should be backing your stuff because you want to bring out a good product for your customer. That's why you should be backing your products. If your product can't do a tone demonstration, we can do black on black all day. But if you can't do a tone demonstration, then guess what? Your product will become obsolete, because if it's not me, somebody else is going to figure it out. You have to be able to back your products. Our products are backed and they're guaranteed. because they got a batch number sitting on top of them. Same product we got sitting on the scrap screen, batch number right here on the product, matching the video. Can't get around a batch number. And that's why we do it at 5-gallon containers, because again, we're shipping out a lot of paint, which we do all the time, and we're doing it by 5 gallons at a time. That means out of the 5 gallons, if we have, it's going to be virtually impossible for you to say that, oh, mine came out defective, when everybody else's didn't, because the whole bucket would have to be defective. And we get back the product out with a batch number, because they're tested before they're shipped out. I think we got to put that on the page. We got to advertise that more on the page. Test it before shipped out. Test it before sold. Test it before shipped out. I find this funny that our products are tested before sold, tested before shipped out. But yet everybody else, products that are not tested before ship out, are supposed to be legit products. How is that so? If I bring your products down here for testing, you'll fail. If I bring your products down here and I put you against the tone, something they don't want to do, you would fail. This is the reason why we receive cancel orders. I one time got a container with no label on it. They removed the label off the container because they didn't want anyone to know exactly what they were. That's not good. Have to be able to back those products. Everything else you have in your house is backed. What is the problem with backing screen paints? Spend all that money for an expensive projector investment or whatever you pay for at the end of the day for your setup. Look how picture perfect that is. Spend all that money and you get a screen in there that does not even test it. You could be sitting up there with house paint on your wall and not even know it. That's 720p we're running right now. So I had a 1080p projector Sony. I disconnected it. It's sitting in the corner over there. I swapped it out for 720p because we don't need 1080p. It's not necessary. It's overkill. I can't wait to get my screen put in. I really can't. Now we're going to do some demonstrations in here, garage door demonstrations, because again, I told you that we have people now who have garages for man caves and whatever they're doing with it. So we're going to take a screen. My screen is designed to disconnect off my wall. It's a panel system. I can remove it. I'm going to do a gray version and I'm going to do a black version. I'm going to show you the gray version won't register, won't pick up nothing at all, period. It can't register. It can't. It's not ambient rejection technology. See how beautiful that image looks? Now, as I said before, and I can't express this enough, customers buy our products because our products are guaranteed. Batch number on the back of that stands for that product was tested before it was shipped out. We got time-stamped videos showing products were tested before they were ever sold, before they ended up on the market, before you can even touch it. It has to be tested. We have to back that product. If that product doesn't have a batch number attached to it, if it doesn't have videos that show that the product was tested before it was shipped out, don't go near it. You're going to get ripped off. You can literally get in house paint. As you saw in the demonstration, he couldn't even tell the difference between the house paint and his screen at the end of the day. So how do you know what you're getting at the end of the day? If the seller can't back it, how do you know what you're getting? Now, I could have kept the 1080p projector. We don't need it. It's sitting in the corner. I replaced it with a 720p model. $270. That's it. Let's go switch out to something else. Oh, there's some deep blues in this one. You wave a McDonald's bag in front of me and I swear I'm not getting up out of that bed. Not no front of McDonald's. You better have something better than that. That's how you know when you get older, you don't eat the same stuff anymore. Can't. The kids will get up for McDonald's. They will. I ain't getting up for no McDonald's. Burger King, yeah, I'll get up for some Burger King. Not no McDonald's. See them deep blues in there? That's where the screen's supposed to register. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's what your blue level is supposed to look like. It's not supposed to be washed out and faded. You can't be in a fully lit environment. You got to turn out the lights to make your screen work. You got a problem. Your screen ain't working. You can't sit next to a window next to your screen. Your screen's not working. Something's wrong with it. Nothing wrong with your projector. Projector's working perfectly fine. We're using a 720p projector that was discontinued in 2011. That's how old my projector is behind me right now. And guess what? We're not even in HDMI. We're using VGA right now. I'm using an adapter for VGA to run my game system through here. So we're not even in HDMI. So it's down in the storage unit. I saw it right there. I'm going to go pick me up another Old Faithful. I think she's way in the back. So I'm going to buy me, do an unboxing, hit a screen with it. Oh, let's get some beautiful fruits in here. Now, for those who are sitting there saying, oh, you're bragging because you want, we win claims all the time. Products are backed. Take me to a courtroom, see what happens to you. See how far that goes at the end of the day. How in the world are you going to explain to a judge you came out of a 5-gallon container? Mr. Bird, how many returns did you have on that product? We have one, Your Honor, one return. Do you have proof of that? Here's my PayPal transaction receipts showing exactly how many returns we had. PayPal has it on the receipts, how many returns you have. This is what we got. What are the odds that yours came out defective? Extremely rare. Your product was tested before it was shipped to you. If you sit there and say, oh, we use special effects, no, that's hearsay in court. It'll get you a 302 in a hot second. You got to back that up. Got to have proof on that. So you can't win and you won't win. What's the guarantee for our customers who buy from us? Their products are tested. Tested before sold, tested before ship out. We do it like a religion. That's why I can sit before you with a screen made out of scraps of cardboard, with a projector that cost me $270 that was discontinued in 2011, that has a contrast ratio of 3,000 to 1. That is it. And the screen can pick up a 100% contrast level. Gray screens, they require expensive projectors to fix the problem, even white screens. They have to be stuck in ambient light controlled environments because even if they have a projector that's capable, it can't work due to the fact the screen will wash out. They don't function on no level whatsoever. It's not worth your time. You just downgraded your setup. I find it hilarious when I see these things in dedicated theater rooms. You know how much money people sink in the dedicated theater room? It's quite a lot of money. And you got a gray, white, and even worse, silver screen. Silver screens are worse. They generate a ton of freaking backlight. And you wonder why when you watch your screen, there's light splashing all over the ceiling. It's not supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to have light splashing all around. It's supposed to absorb to the screen, and the image is supposed to push out, and that's it. You shouldn't see anything in that corner but a screen. If you got light bouncing off your walls, yeah, you don't have a dedicated setup. You're not supposed to see anything at all, period. It's supposed to be just the screen, and everything is supposed to be absorbed into the screen. Look how beautiful the red's pop. Look at the shine on that cherry right there. It's making me hungry. Gotta go pick up some food in a few minutes. And I have to say this, sorry, but we're gonna say it. Where is my black paint? I'm gonna turn into one of these skeletons, I swear, waiting for this black paint. This guy just sent me like 29 messages cursing me out. Look, man, I don't care about that. I want my paint. Can you ship it over? I got things to do. We got one more day and we're done. That's it. Now, people, you don't know this, but I've been requesting this black paint from a fellow who basically made a statement. Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, aka Crow 1176, made statements that our products basically don't work at all. They're too dark. They don't pick up. It's not worth your time. It's this honest opinion. And yet we've been requesting them for over 7 days to send us down black paint to do live demonstrations against our products. And he refuses to send this paint. Keep in mind, there's a lawsuit involved in this too. And it's going to hurt him pretty bad because the judge is going to ask you, why didn't you just send the paint down? Why didn't you just entertain Mr. Bird and send the paint down? That's because you lied in your demonstrations and our products do work. It's going to cost you some money. Now, I'm willing to call you a scammer. And the reason why I can call you a scammer, because I have never been in a video where I've ever matched black paint. But you were in the video where you matched gray paint. I bet you if I send a care package up to your front door, signature confirmed with many gray paints in it, all the paints that you refuse to test, I bet you $100 that package comes back to us. Or he'll probably try to sit on it, which if we know you have it, then why aren't you doing the demonstrations? And that makes it even worse because you have it there. That's because your products are scams. They don't work. If we want to bring products down here for proper testing, we get canceled orders. Now, if I had the time, which I don't, I could drop some money in your account, get a ton of canceled orders, and build me a paper-mache crow as made out of your canceled receipts. That would be embarrassing, but I don't have time for that. That's just way too much work at the end of the day. I got too much to do right now. Look how beautiful that image is. That's my scrap cardboard screen. So we get people at the end of the day, they'll sit there and say, well, I got a wall, it's got a little texture to it. I got a screen over here we made out of scraps of board and stapled each piece right to the freaking wall. And we're using our 720p projector behind us, our Chrissy LW401. That's it. $270. What do you do with all the extra money when you save money? Saving your hundreds. How are you saving hundreds? Think about it. I love that line he uses. Save hundreds. How do we save hundreds when we had to spend almost, what, $3,000 for a projector? And we're still stuck in a dark environment? Where are we saving any hundreds from? My projector cost me $270. My setup costs less than yours. See, in the other house, we had a 150-inch screen to the wall. We had the entire ceiling coated. We had 2 projectors running in that environment. I paid about $1,100 for my theater sofa, another $400 for the chair behind me, $250 for the popcorn machine. System that I had in there was about $120. My whole entire setup that I paid for cost less than your projector. And you're still stuck in a dark environment, and you don't even have the 2:1 contrast that projector is designed to put out because your screen can't see it. Oh, I want some OLED contrast levels in here. Look at the black levels on that. You know, you're seeing 100% black. See those gloves? See those olives? You're seeing 100% black, not a shade of gray. We are the ones who started the bid sheet projection screens. We did that first before anybody else did it. We painted just styrofoam. We painted just about everything you could possibly think of. Screen doors, blankets. I literally painted over a blanket once. Just about everything. We do this outside, so it's easy. So here's my screen scrap. Yeah, we got a piece of scrap right there. And there's a piece over there. There's a long piece over there. And then there's another 2 pieces stapled here to here. This whole screen is nothing but scraps. That's all it is. Right here, between here and here, yeah, scraps. That's it. But you wouldn't notice it, would you? Because that black camouflage is just about everything. Sorry about that, got my hand in the way. Oh, I love this screen, man. I think what I'm gonna do is when I take it off the wall, because I gotta finish the installation here, I'm gonna get me a board down to Home Depot, cut it to this size, and I'm gonna basically staple it to the board and then paint over top again. I'm gonna call it my scrap screen. Wait till you see my cartoon serial screen. I can't wait to show you that. That's gonna be hot. It's gonna be interesting putting that thing together, but that's my cartoon screen. Is Jamie in the room right now? Because he's texting us like crazy over here. He's going off. Listen, listen, listen. That's him right there, ranting right now. He's angry. He's very upset. Jamie, if you got time to send me, well, I have 2 things. Since you're over my website sending me messages, can you do me a favor? Could you send me the black paint? And how about you buy some of my black paint? While you're over there, get the real stuff this time. Get something real. So this is how we knew that Matthew, customer, put black in the paint. We already knew it from the door. when we first saw the images. That's why I requested him to ship the product back to me. If you saw in the email, that's what I said. Ship it back to me. If I pay, he said, well, what about expenses? What about expenses? I paid for the shipping to go to England. So there are no expenses at all. We pay for all shipping, even on returns. So send it back to me so we can test it on a live stream. He refused. He went on and he filed a PayPal complaint against me. He didn't even give us any time. I said, send it back to me. And he didn't want to do it. So what was the problem? Why couldn't you send it back? What was wrong with the product? That if I got it over here and opened up a container, how would it have reacted? Because you put something in it that you weren't supposed to put in that paint to make it dark like that. And that's why we couldn't get you to ship the item back. So you file a PayPal complaint against me. PayPal looks at the complaint. Information we submit, batch numbers. First thing that pops up, we submit our batch numbers. We show test demonstrations of the product before it was actually sold to customers. And then we show the batch number of your product being tested before it was shipped out. The product came out of a 5-gallon vat. PayPal goes in and checks how many people basically filed complaints against that 5-gallon vat. Only one person, that was you. That's like me going down and getting me a drink out of a container that has blueberry Kool-Aid in it. Everybody else gets blueberry, mine comes out lemon. How is that possible? It doesn't make any sense at all. We all know that's just doesn't make sense. But that's what you just did. So you lost your claim. But it didn't have to go that way. If your intentions were to use our product like the way it was intended to be used, it would have worked out perfectly, just like everybody else. But that wasn't your intention. Your intention was to slander my company, to go in and mix it in with some kind of black paint or whatever you put in there to make it dirty. And then do a bunch of demonstrations and send your reviews down to the one person that we don't have problems no more. He's got charges filed against him. He's done. The one person, of all people, you sent it to him. So we knew what your intentions were from the door. You never contacted us when you sent those images down to him because we checked the timestamp between the video and the email. So that's why I said, when you do stuff, you have to understand, we do things by the book over here. We can thoroughly find out everything there is from the door. Timestamp, videos, when everything was sent through. And I did reply back to you and said, and it says right there in the email, send it back so we can do a live stream. Which you refused to do because you couldn't basically tamper with the product, so you filed a complaint through PayPal. Then sent me messages taunting me by saying that, yeah, I sent them your video. It doesn't make a difference what video you sent at the end of the day. Your product got a batch number sitting on top of it. Do you understand what that means, what that batch number stands for? All right then. That's why you lost your claim. You go down and appeal, you lose that too. This is a lesson to people that if you're getting into this field, batch number, everything. Even if you're not selling screen paint. Even if you're selling items on YouTube. I wish I'd have thought of this idea when I was doing the vintage toys. This would have came in nice. Record everything before you ship it out and timestamp it and date it. Put a batch number right on it. This backs your claim. That product left your property in mint condition with nothing wrong with it. And that way when you run across people like this, and you will, you can back your stuff. Now, Jamie, if I were to buy your product right now, okay? Can you back it? Can you guarantee me that product won't match any house paint at the end of the day? Can you give me a 100% guarantee? You can't. You can't give me a test on something that you haven't tested to begin with. So you can't have a batch number. You don't even have an exchange policy. You don't have one. Your policy is set up strictly to rob your customers. Yeah, there you go. The other one has an exchange policy, but the problem you have is he's automatically going to get hit with a not as described because he has something on his website that he describes in his product that's not even possible. Range gain doesn't exist. There's no way in the world you could ever possibly prove that one at all, period. How would you prove it? And then the video he has link that's supposed to go to it to show you what range gain is just goes back to a video that shows you how to paint the screen. It says nothing about range gain. We literally did a demonstration on it. Before I talk stuff at the end of the day, I back everything up. It may take me a couple hours to do these videos, but I back it up. There's nothing on the site. There's no videos. There's nothing on range gain. So anybody buys anything from your site, they automatically got a 1, and you win. They can file not subscribed because you can't back it up yourself. So guess what that's called? It's called fraud. That's what it's called. Can't back it up. That gray paint is supposed to be out on October the 23rd, which we're still waiting on. Where is that stuff at? We ordered that. How much of that is going to match house paint? Has any of that stuff been tested? Any of your products been tested? The black paint doesn't work on ultra short throws. I have no idea how that's not possible. I still can't figure out how in the world you can't get a house paint or a screen paint, or whatever you call it, to work off an ultra short throw. Like, how? That baffles me at the end of the day. Everything runs, majority, they run ultra short throws on just about everything. And the work site we're at, they're all ultra, we had to use ultra short throws to the entire, your stuff wouldn't work over there. What would be the point? What color is it? We don't know that either, because we watched somebody do a review. We didn't even get that dark charcoal gray. It came out a complete different color. That would have sucked. If I spent money for a silver ticket screen or a elite screen and I painted that, expecting to get the color that came off the top of that, and it came out a complete different color, yeah, I want my money back. Yep. Strawberry shortcake. That reminds me, I gotta go pick up strawberry shortcake. I was literally supposed to go pick one up at the supermarket. I'm going to get one now. I literally forgot. Oh, look at that. Let's entertain this whole black paint request thing. I'm going to give you 1 month. 1 month to get my black paint down here. If you let a month go by and you haven't shipped that paint down here, you know how embarrassing that's going to be at the end of the day? That's going to be embarrassing for the courts. Like, wait a minute, he gave you an entire month. You know you won't be going to court in a month's time. I mean, all this it's a process, Jamie. You'll be going to court, but no, not right away. Not right away. So you got plenty of time to get our black paint down here. So let's see, the end of this month, we have it down here. I made it even difficult more for him right now. I think he was happy with the 2 or 3 days. With the 2 or 3 days, at least, you know, if they pass, I'll take some of this flack, but at least I ain't got to think about it. We got a whole month now. Keep it up, I'll make it a year. So you got 1 month. I'm going to do some more of those memes with the skeletons, just waiting. Oh, but before he probably wouldn't even get it down. Who had his face built by then? Remember, you made the claim. You made the accusation. You just got to back it up. That's all you got to do. I'm visiting the bakery. We got a nice bakery down here too. I've seen a bakery and a place with custom chocolates. Yeah, I'm gonna hook up and get some of this. That looks freaking amazing. You know how rich that stuff is at the end of the day? Some people are like, I'll eat that. No, you won't. No, you won't. You'll have one little slice and you'll be done for the day. You ever heard of a cake that's made without flour? It's all chocolate. No flowers in it. It's a really rich cake. Learned that one the hard way. Barefoot became my best friend. Guy called Stefan was in the back making these cakes back there, and they had the cake sitting in the window. I was like, yo, can I get a slice of that? And he was like, you ain't supposed to, but I got you. One thing I learned when I was working in the summertime, I didn't basically want to work a job in culinary arts. If you did it already and you did cooking and any kind of cooking, you notice that you don't even have time for yourself. You have no time. You'll be in there opening and closing. You'll never see the sun. Early in the morning you get in before the sun comes up, and you leave after the sun leaves already. And you feel like you're just working for a base. You're making good money. You just ain't never seeing it. That's all to it. So sometimes I want to make some fast money. I bust suds. You know what I mean? I just don't let them know what I do. So I was in there busting suds, and basically I would always I like sweets, love sugar. So what I would do is I would make sure the bakers always had their stuff on time, always made friends with the bakers. Any place, even if I was working as a chef in there, I made friends with the bakers, always. because I like sweets. So we have a little trade-off going on. So I remember the bakers would come in. He said, "Don't wash this, my man. Don't wash it." And I'd open it up. It'd be like a chocolate cake in there. Like he made me a whole cake, a little mini cake. So that's why I always hooked up with the bakers. But anyway, they had the chocolate cake I was eyeing. Every time I walk past the display case, I look at it. I want a piece of that. I'm gonna save my check up and I'm gonna get a piece of that because I know it had to be like probably $75 a slice. It was something crazy. So I was like, "Yo, my man, I'll pay for it." Can I? He said, "You ain't gotta pay for it, man. I got you, man. I'll get you a nice little slice. Don't worry about it." I said, "Okay, can you give me a big slice? I'm getting greedy." He said, "Nah, man, you understand. You can't handle that. That's required taste. It's too rich for you." I'm like, "Come on, man. It's chocolate, man. How rich can chocolate be?" So you understand this stuff is really, really rich. A little slice is all you need. You don't need to overindulge." But I convinced him. Gave him this big slice. He said, "Okay, I won't be seeing you for the next couple of days." I was like, "Yeah, bet." Yeah, he was right. That stuff ran through me like cream corn through a goose. It was so rich, man. Spent more time in the bathroom. There was no joking about that thing. That thing was super rich. My body couldn't handle it. It was good. It's freaking amazing. It was absolutely incredible. But yeah, I paid for it. Paid for it big time. It's worth it. Would I do it again? Nah. Had to call out, miss a couple of days of work and everything. And explain to the boss, because he was good. The boss said, "Nah, he good." He ate a large slice of that cake, and the boss started laughing about it. When I came in, they teased me about it all freaking day. Now, I'm pretty sure you naysayers out there are going to get a hold of that and go, "Oh, we're going to use that again." So it's funny because I sit there and talk about stuff in the video, and they'll send me videos, or not videos, messages at the same thing I talked about. You go to you guys like 5 years old or something. You want to race to the end of the block when I hold up to the breast. Who can hold? Oh, you 5? Oh, you grown men and women. Well, I don't think there's any women involved. I think they're mostly all men. I would think they would be all men, yeah. So you take everything I say, twist it around and send it back to me. You are definitely 5 years old. A question I got to ask real quick. These naysayers that are grown men, at the end of the day, how do you give advice to your kids how to act like mature ladies and gentlemen when you can't act mature yourself? You ever take a good long look in the mirror? Look, here he is right there. Look. You hear? That's Jamie getting upset. Look, I'm going to show you right now. He is ticked off. Everything we do is ticked off. He's probably in the room right now. Let's see where Jamie's at. How many messages have we got now from Jamie being upset? I'm going to start a sale. I'm going to call Angry Bird. He's actually the real Angry Bird. Let's go in there and have a look at this real quick. We're up to around how many messages now? We're up to around, look at the messages he sent in. He sent in, right now, he sent in 9 messages, 8 messages in, 10 messages, 20 messages, 9 messages. Wow. He's sad, ain't he? I told you he's sad. He's angry. He's bitter. Jamie, you got time? Can you send me my paint? Because I'm waiting on my paint. If you got time to be in there, you can take yourself over to Home Depot, Lowe's, I don't care where you get it from. And can you ship it down to us? I'm giving you a grace period. I can have myself, so we got things to do. He gets real angry, I told you. He rants. This is the person that you're sliding a credit card through his website to buy his products. Ugh. No one's buying this stuff. I told you, no one's buying this stuff. What he has in his boxes, ain't nothing in there. Just nothing but empty boxes on it. That's all it is. Ain't nobody buying that stuff. I would take it that people are a lot smarter than that. You watch a man sit there match house paint. Who the freak would buy that Cinemax at the end? Go buy Network Break. Go get that stuff. Same thing. Well, let's get something else and look at this for a while. Let's see. Thanksgiving's coming up. I got invited to before Thanksgiving. I don't even know how that's even going to work. Like, you go to one place and the food be amazing, but I mean, all the food is amazing, but I ain't nowhere wrong with that. I'm getting a doggy bag. I'm taking a doggy bag. That's what I'm doing. Taking a doggy bag. I ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna eat that much. And my Dominican friends, they have freaking Thanksgiving. They don't, when they say here in the States, now they celebrate it. And their food is freaking amazing. Oh my goodness, their food is freaking amazing.
Hey, Cracker Barrel cheese. Tonight's the night.
Then I gotta go visit family. I'm gonna be out with them. Got family up in the Poconos. I'm gonna be popping over there to see them.
That's impressive. Cracker Barrel cheese. Impressive every time.
Cracker Barrel. That's funny. I'll go to the restaurant. Somebody got a little house tucked away right over there. Imagine every day you get up with a highway spoiled it. You got a highway staring at you. Oh, that would tick me off. Other than that, everything else is beautiful. You know what, Jamie, you should do? Literally, you do that projector, that molding stuff, whatever, the 3D, you know, sculpting stuff. How about you make an action figure of yourself called the Ranter? The special powers, you can rant like millions of words within seconds. The ultimate keyboard warrior ranter. At the end of the day, those are your superpowers. Just the rant. Oh, I forgot. It was ranting and the illusion of deception. That's what you do. You're the master of deception. That's what you do. Come out there and you're like, evildoers. You do some kind of hologram, whatever. They see something, but it's not really there. But it looks like it worked, but it doesn't. You know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you can get on the keyboard. You can just complain like at a rapid speed. Keyboard snap in half. His hands are still moving at 100 miles an hour like Quicksilver. Yeah, make yourself a superhero called the Ranter. That'd be funny. I don't get bothered by that. All the messages and stuff, we don't get bothered by that. Ooh, look how amazing that freaking looks. But we don't get God, that's one of the best point demonstrations of white levels. We gotta figure out which one this is, because man, I'm using this for all my demonstrations. It's fantastic. But I don't get upset about stuff like that. Because then again, it shows me at the end of the day, if you're really that angry and ticked off at what we're doing over here, we must be doing something right. If we got people that call themselves our competition at the end of the day, which we don't consider our competition, but anyway, if we got y'all that riled up, you're sending messages like that, we must be doing something right. And I had to plug it in here real quick. Where's my black paint? Look how beautiful that white level is. All right, so we got one left, people. One left. That's it. The other one's gone. Somebody went and picked one up. Bam. So this paint's a screen size of 150 inches, 16:9. If you're doing that 235.1, that would be 100. Well, actually, they can do it at 148. As long as the even numbers of 148, 235.1. I don't know about 230, 239.1, but I know 235.1. But yeah, that beautiful paint right there. Look how dark that is. Bam. You need expensive projectors? A lot of our customers that come on and contact me and say, hey, Mr. Bird, I haven't bought a projector yet. Or I had this projector and like we can't support it. Okay, so I don't want to spend a lot of money. I can understand that. We take them over to eBay. We hook up our eBay merchants over there and we get them a projector. A lot of them don't even buy 1080p. They go buy a 720p projector because it's not even required to have a 1080p. You really don't need one. Matter of fact, I got to send that demonstration over to a customer. We got to send them at 720p versus 4K. So you don't need all that. You need all that when you have a gray screen. You have to have that when you have a gray screen. You have to pay for contrast, pay for better color. You got to pay for higher resolution because the screen is too light. It doesn't pick up a resolution. It doesn't pick up a sharp image. It's not in depth because it's not black. That's why. You know, spend a little more money. And if you're hitting it with a knockoff, oh, you got the worst of both worlds. Literally, I mean, I hate to talk about eyewall this way, but if they gave me a free projector, what the frick would I do with that thing at the end of the day? Crack it open, fill it with sand, stick it next to my door. That's pretty much the only thing use I can see getting out of it. It's not real. Nothing about it's real. I don't see anything real about it. If I'm going to pay for 4K, at least I want 4K. That's like going to this dealership and buying a Bugatti and find it's Benghazi. What the freak is a Benghazi? He Benghazi you. Oh man, that'd be so funny. Someone drives it with a Benghazi. What the freak is a Benghazi? He Benghazi me. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. That reminds me of the era of the car kits. You remember the car kits? If you had a car that looked close to what was it called? The Fiats were known for doing that, and the Mazda Miatas were known for doing that. The car kits. They try to make it look like a real fancy car, and you put these pieces on it, so they make your car look like it was the real deal. But you minus didn't have the engine and all the other stuff needed to make that car legit. But yeah, I remember that, the car kits. So you can get a I forgot what it's called, Fiero. It's called a Fiero, I think it's called. Well, anyway, yeah, so you can get those high-end cars, fake Lambos, all that stuff. Lambo, Bugatti, Biggitti. That's another one. Get a Biggitti. Oh man, I remember when I was in a forum site. Funniest things I heard in gaming forum sites when they were talking about the Xbox system. Don't get me wrong, I'm an Xbox fan myself, so I don't hate Xbox. I love both systems. But anyway, we were talking about the Xbox system was supposed to be 4K. And the guy was like, it's supposed to be 4K, but it's not 4K. Somebody came in and said, no, the problem is that you got the wrong hamster. They're trying to say the Xbox system runs from a hamster. You got to replace the 1080p hamster with a 4K hamster. I was crying. I said, man, that's a good one. Man, both systems are just, I don't care at the end of the day, as long as I can game at the end of the day. But still, if you're going to tell me I get 4K, I should get 4K. And what did he say about the product? He said it doesn't work on 4K or something, or whatever you said at the end of the day. Yeah. We got customers that have 4K machines, right? We got test demonstrations against 4K and 720p, 720p versus 1080p, 1080p versus 4K. Been there, done that. I am never buying 4K as long as I live ever again. It was just a waste of my freaking money. Sat there and saw that demonstration. I was like, oh, freaking out. $1,400. That was a bummer. Ooh. Oh, we gotta get some crazy. Let's get some spiral, crazy dark contrast levels in there. Stretching cat, downward dog. What's up, Taco? Come from out of the chair. You just resting for a little bit, right? That beautiful contrast. I love contrast. Now, even though we have Screen Innovations technology, will I stick Screen Innovation against a scrap screen? No. Their technology is worthy of a more respectable screen. So when I finish my screen, my new technology under the Alpha Cinemax, I'm going to put it up against that. We're not a scrap screen. How come I never find these when I'm doing a ceiling? Never find these. Oh, wait till you see my freaking Metro screen I'm about to put in. Yes, plexiglass, going to hang from the ceiling. Going to use a Casio laser projector. Going to put a fire stick into the back of it. Wire everything real nice. Hide it all up real good. When I walk into the front door, I'll be able to see like the whole thing, like the news, sports, stock, all that stuff moving back and forth. That's going to be freaking sick. I'm going to hook it up right over here near the kitchen so I can watch it in the kitchen. It's front and rear. It's going to have that window technology. Oh, bam! Forgot to tell you. So, I was over at the storage unit, right? And I was showing them that ad tech technology we got coming out. They wanted it in the windows. At CubeSmart wants it in the window. So she's going to talk to upper management, show them the video demonstration. She said it would be fantastic because they could advertise the entire store right through the glass. That stuff's going to blow up. It's going to blow up. She likes the idea, Taco. They likes it. She likes it a lot. Oh, that's some crazy contrast right there. Let's go check this out. I can never understand those. I would love to meet a fashion model one day. So if you can explain this to me, please, especially the Calvin Klein commercials. Please explain this to me. It's like guy gets in an air, he's being chased by spies. He's racing around the corner. Didn't say anything about the cologne. Gets on a plane, jumps out of a plane, plummets it through a rainbow, and lands into a giant lake full of jelly and goes, Calvin Klein. The frick was that all about? Like they had the one where the guy, was that Johnny Depp, I think it was? He was running on the beach with a horse. No, who was it? I forget who it was, but somebody was running on the beach with a horse. And all of a sudden they turned into a centaur. And I'm like, okay. And when people are laughing about, I tried it with my dogs, it went completely wrong. Look at that endless contrast. Is that beautiful or what? We need blacker levels. I gotta build me a vortex in here. We need a vortex. Like you can literally walk through and just see it. Not walk through it, but I mean talking about just give it like you can actually go into it. Burning fireplace. Hey, yo, pussycat. What the freak is this? Oh, I love the white levels. See how it is where I just find white levels because I like displaying them. Where gray screens don't do contrast at all, period. They'll stay away and stick with a lot of bright colors. Wow, man, that's pretty nice. Christmas time, we got to run this right here, definitely. Like an old-fashioned phone booth. What year is this? It's around like 1950s or something. It looks like the same era because it's got trolley tracks right there. But it looks like the same era as the Christmas Story, which is actually one of my most favorite films. Besides, It's a Wonderful Life. Which I like the black and white version better. For that content demonstrations, but the contrast levels are just too easy. Let's go to the Skyward Food demonstration. Ugh. Nailed it. Well, I could make it worse for you, Jamie. I could ask you to send me down some fabric. How about that, too? I can add some more to your plate if you want. How about you send me down some fabric, too, while you're at it? As a matter of fact, I'll make that part of the deal. Want to need another certified letter? I'll send another one to you. Send me down some fabric. I don't care what you get. I just made it worse for the man. He's going to start contacting me like ding, 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 ding. Y'all got on him about a box? Really? He sat there and said in the video, like, come on, man, enough. My product doesn't match a box. And literally watched his product match a box. Which I'm curious now. Does his product match a cardboard box? That t-shirt make it look ugly, don't it? Yeah. But he said, what our product matches fabric, so, Ugh. Oh. Ugh. Me on this one. Boy, this is getting boring now. I gotta find something else to entertain me. Where's my black paint? Larry, this is getting boring. I've done this already. What else are we gonna run off this thing? Like, honestly. Right. I don't want to mess up my game here because I'm at a good spot in there. I'm gonna go drop some Pac-Man on this baby. You know, because I saved the last point I was at because that was a nightmare getting to that freaking train station on the DLC. That was a headache. Let's do some Pac-Man. Pac-Man on our scrap screen. I'm doing a tutorial. Okay, I'm doing a spiral. That's my favorite. I know, George talked about the die. I got you. This is easy. Oh, missed my stop, missed my stop. Messed up. I was on the track there. Supposed to stay on the track. Go. I gotta go back. We're just gonna play with them. Here we go. Let's reverse it. Oh, I had an extra there. I got it, okay. Oh man, you had him, you had him. Gotcha. Don't mess up, don't mess up. You're off track, you're off track. There we go. Woo! Ooh, he's right on my tail. I love this in the arcade. Knock it over. Oh, wrong track, wrong track. Ah, couldn't get around those jokers. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I messed up my track. I got to backtrack. That's what I want to do. Get off the freaking... Really? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Sat there and blocked that like that. Wow. I got to go clean the mess up. I hate those things. What are you doing? Get over there. That would have been so much easier, literally. Where are you at? Revenge. That would have been so much easier if I just stayed on the path. No, here we go. Did I break my record? Probably not. Nope. Okay, you can't get hit. I didn't get hit on the last record. All right, people, done. Did a little Pac-Man in there. Had some fun with our scrap screen on the 720p projector that I picked up out of freaking storage. I gotta send all these freaking emails over to the freaking FBI unit today. You know, I gotta leave out the door in a few minutes. That's why I got the hood on. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you all for your time. You got to get a chance to see Jealous Jamie. Oh, that is a fantastic name. You got a chance to see Jealous Jamie get upset and get angry and get bitter. That's what we deal with, people. That's what we deal with. They get bitter. You know, you would think that, you know, instead of just getting bitter all day, just make something better. Better over bitter. Bitter over better. That's what you do. If it's a technology out there and it's impressive, I'm not going to hate on it. I'm just going to figure out how to make something better. That's all. That's what it comes down to. That's how you hone and sharpen your skills. But when you can't make anything else, you got nothing less to do but just be better. That's all. All right, well, I gotta go pick up some stuff from the store. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless. Woo! Woo!